Garland County, a place that nearly 100,000 people call home. It's home to the nation's first national park, a plethora of sports history, and even more waiting to be written. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Each week, we'll take you on a journey through the county's 7 public schools, 2 colleges, and numerous sports organizations, and highlight their biggest stories and brightest stars for the world to enjoy. This is the Garland County Sports Report. All across the natural state, school bells are ringing and student athletes are gearing up for an exciting year ahead. At Fountain Lake High School, the Cobras are excited for many new faces, both academically and athletically around campus.
Fountain Lake academically, we have a bunch of new faces. We got a new high school principal, Todd Baxley, new assistant principal, Danton Robertson. Elementary, we have a new principal, Katie Curry. And then in the middle school, a new assistant named Becky Hughes. And this is their first year, and they're going to do a great job at Fountain Lake. You know, they're already wearing purple stuff, so we're good to go there. Athletically, I mean, we're just still grinding. You know, a lot of grit right now. Just everybody, you know, got their head down, going to work. You know, everybody's been working all year, all summer long. You know, football and volleyball and golf and tennis are going on right now. Plus, our cheerleaders are working. Just big things on the horizon. This is JD's second year. You know, winning 4 games last year, and he's on his way, and you know, putting a great culture into the program. As far as the football side of it, I think we've got about 50 kids in junior high and 50 kids in senior high, right around there. Excited about things coming. Some new coaches on staff. We got a young man named Brandon Marks, who came to us from Ouachita Baptist, and he's going to help. I think in the secondary, and then we've got Devery Rhodes, an old Fountain Lake All-State linebacker here. He's going to be helping us this year. Volleyball team should be really good again this year. Had a great summer. Traveled to Branson and played up there, and held their own with some good Missouri teams. And then golf's already started, and we've got some kids that have moved in. They're going to help our golf program. Coach Blease does a great job with that. And then Greg Sutton, our tennis coach, has really invigorated that program. And those matches are coming up next week. So athletically, we're excited. You know, our cheer coaches, we got 2 new cheer coaches this year, Hannah Riggs and Carrie Haddix. Both fired up, ready to take over the cheer program and move those girls to a higher level. So and we're excited. I mean, it's a good year so far, and it's only day 1, so we're excited.
With the start of football season right around the corner, the Cobras are preparing for more than just football season. They're gearing up for a rivalry renewed with Hot Springs World-Class High School, an opponent they haven't faced in more than a decade.
Week 3, we just got through beating Smackover. Coach Vereen called Coach Plummer that night in the parking lot, said they're ready to play. JD and I kind of got together and said, let's make this something bigger than what it is.
The matchup is more than just a game. In an action-packed week dubbed the First Security Bank Kickoff Classic, competitive activities for more than 700 students between the 2 districts will lead up to Garland County's first football game of the season on Thursday, August 30th. The week-long event, sponsored by First Security Bank in Hot Springs, aims to bring 2 local schools together in friendly competition, as well as giving back to the communities they call home.
First Security's always been a supporter of our schools and statewide, and they jumped on this and have done an excellent job backing us. We decided we wanted to make it like a bowl week. And I know a lot of people think it's like the Salt Bowl, you know, that's a lot bigger scale, but been to several bowl games in Memphis and Dallas, Orlando, just and see the things that the schools do in incorporating everybody. And so we start the week on Monday with the peanut butter drive, peanut butter food drive, and everything's a competition between Hot Springs and Fountain Lake. So they're gonna keep all the peanut butter they raise, and we're gonna keep all the peanut butter we raise. It's gonna be given to the students, not just the athletes, the students in the buildings. And then we have a blood drive at our place on Monday and at Hot Springs on Tuesday, and that's sponsored by our FCCLA. Then, golly, I'm trying to remember. We have volleyball that night, 9th grade and JV volleyball. We'll play on Monday night. That's the 27th of August. And again, against Hot Springs. So we're looking forward to that night. Tuesday, we're taking kids from Hot Springs and Fountain Lake, taking about 7 kids from each school to CHI St. Vincent to visit some of the patients and kind of give back to the community that way. We appreciate them allowing us to come in and give out some trinkets to some patients and visitors there, just to give back to the community, because we've been blessed to be able to participate in athletics and we want to give back. And then back to Monday, one of the Rotaries, I can't remember which one, either National Park or Oaklawn Rotary meets Monday night, and we've got our 2 coaches going, and Lakeside and Lake Hamilton's coaches are going too, to speak at the Rotary on Monday night, and then Monday afternoon, and then Wednesday afternoon they're going to the other one, whichever one it is. Going to speak at the Rotaries. Wednesday night's a big night with the pep rally downtown at the transportation parking deck. Not the depot, but the parking deck. Levi Sports Medicine is sponsoring that. Looking forward to a great night. It'll be Hot Springs kids, Fountain Lake players, Hot Springs players, both bands from both schools, cheerleaders from both schools. It's just going to be a great night, kind of a back and forth atmosphere. They'll play, we'll play. Smoking in Style is sponsoring a lineman eating challenge. And they're going to give away like a wrestling belt to the team who eats the most sandwiches, whatever 5 linemen, our 5 linemen against Hot Springs 5 linemen, and whoever eats the most sandwiches in a given amount of time, they'll get to carry the belt back to their weight room and keep that for the year, and then we'll do it again next year. What else? We've got Duncan booth for the coach, some of the coaches and the trainers. So that's a big deal. On Wednesday night, I go back to Tuesday night. Tuesday night, we host at Fountain Lake, we host the 7th grade and junior high game between Hot Springs and Fountain Lake. And then at halftime of the junior high game, Allen Tillery Auto is sponsoring a halftime contest where whoever does the pump, pass, and kick, if they're successful, they get $10,000 off a new car at Allen Tillery Auto. So we're excited about that sponsorship. That'll occur again Thursday night at Hot Springs for the senior high game. Of course, in the senior high game is the big cheese, the big thing going on between Hot Springs and Fountain Lake. Coach Burnett's first year, he's excited. Coach Plumley's second year, this ought to be a great atmosphere, a great game. We're selling T-shirts. I know Coach Eccles, the AD at Hot Springs, and I have been working hard about trying to get all this done. And what we're going to be doing is selling T-shirts at each school with our tickets, kind of like they do at Benton and Bryant. But they'll be sold out of the school. For $10, you get a ticket and a T-shirt. Hot Springs T-shirts are black, for their black and gold, and Fountain Lake shirts are purple, for our purple and gold. It's got the First Security Bank Kickoff Classic logo on it, and hope to pick up the T-shirts on our end tomorrow and start selling them on, whether it be Wednesday, start selling them on Wednesday and sell those up until game day. Pre-sale tickets so people don't have to wait in line, because I think there'll be a big crowd. And it's the first game in Garland County. That's what we like about it is that it's the first high school football game in the county. Lakeside and Lake Hamilton play Friday the 31st, and of course we play on Thursday the 30th, and we're excited about being at that game and starting a rivalry that could be like any other in the state if it keeps going.
First Security Kickoff Classic will be broadcast live in Garland County on 92.9 KVRE FM and on KVRE.com on Thursday, August 30th at 6:50 p.m.
Really, how far we can go, it depends on the players and how hard we work in practice and how hard we focus and film and study up each week and that kind of thing. So it's all on our shoulders. Coach Plumley does a great job preparing us for the upcoming week, and it just comes down to how hard we work that week and how hard we've worked in the offseason, that kind of thing.
Coming up next, we'll take a trip down the hill and check in with Coach Tina Moore and Fountain Lake Volleyball. This is the Garland County Sports Report, powered by XZero Sports.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Your ad here. Join our winning team today and be a part of the next generation of Arkansas sports. Whether they're checking out the Garland County Sports Report, tuning into a live broadcast, or reading one of our many feature articles, our fans will see your logo front and center on our website, social media, and video features. Speaking of video, let us show the world all the great things your business can do with a customized 30-second video commercial to be displayed on our website, social media, and video features. We'll work with you to create and deliver the perfect visual to grow your business. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today at XZerosports.com. At Fountain Lake, the football players aren't the only athletes hard at work. Fountain Lake Volleyball, which ended its season in the Class 4A state semifinals last year, aims to get over the hump and claim the 4A crown.
Probably the biggest thing when we went to team camp this summer, we kind of did a little evaluation amongst ourselves, and we realized that probably 5 of my 6 primary passers graduated last year. So really our entire focus has been on our passing game, because that's going to be whether games are won and lost by that service receive passing game. So we have devoted probably 75% of our practice time to passing service receive.
With the team already hard at work on the new season, the Cobras will rely on some new faces to achieve success in 2018.
Okay, well, first of all, we have a new volunteer coach, which we're really excited about to have with us, Katie Lampo, who played for me probably 6 years ago. She's been hired as a math teacher in the high school, so we've added her to the staff, and she's been good, and I'm looking forward to see what she can do with our kids. We also had a senior move in from Cutter, and she has had a starting position during team camp this summer, and I think she brings a lot of energy. She has a lot of power and speed to her, so I think that's going to help us in our hitting department. Another big change that I think the crowd will be excited about is we are running a 5-1 offense, and we are starting in that setting position a freshman. So we've moved a 9th grader up to start as our setter, which she initially has to run the team. Like, she's our quarterback out there. And it's a big role for somebody who's young, but she's done a great job stepping in so far, and we look forward to the crowd really getting behind her and making her grow as the season moves on.
According to Coach Moore, for the team to achieve its goal of winning a state championship, it all comes down to leadership.
Well, I think they've worked really hard. We have some really great motivators out there. We have a couple of seniors who are really trying to lead the team in good leadership on the floor, Caitlin Bledsoe and Emily Burke, and we have to constantly remind ourselves that we have some unfinished business because we want to go further than what we did last year. So for those two to keep pushing the girls to really grow as a team and develop those young players, I think will make a big difference when we go throughout our season.
As 2 of the team's leaders this season, Fountain Lake volleyball players Caitlin Bledsoe and Emery Martin share their strategies for success this season.
Just before practice, we had a talk, me and my friend Emily, she's also a senior, we had a talk to everyone about state and about winning state and about working for it. And that starts with everybody working hard, talking, communicating, and just putting their all into every single practice, not just one practice, play hard, one practice not, just every single practice.
Definitely the family atmosphere we have is a big deal, because even though we're going to make mistakes, that's part of it, but we have to be able to just kind of pick each other up and keep moving. That way we can move on to the next play and keep going and win the match.
Interested in catching the Cobras volleyball team this season? Coach Moore says there's numerous opportunities to see one of the state's best teams right here in Garland County.
Okay, we open up Thursday night at Benton. It's a benefit game for the AAA. There'll be 5 schools there, so we're going to play 4 one-set matches against each school that's involved, and they'll be Benton, Bryant, Mount St. Mary, and Pulaski Academy. So we'll play those each in a set on Thursday. Next week we actually open up at home on Thursday night against Malvern, which Malvern's always kind of one of our fun rivalries. We really enjoy playing them. We play a lot of club with those girls, so we've got to know them over the years, so it's always a fun match for us to open up to. And then the week after is that big Hot Springs, Trojan, Fountain Lake Cobra rival week, and so we're going to play Hot Springs on that Monday of that rival week.
Want your school or sports organization to be part of the next Garland County Sports Report? From football to band to cheerleading and everything in between, we're looking to highlight the stories that make your team great. to schedule an interview with your school or team. Contact us today at 501-617-4106 or visit us online at XZeroSports.com.